Alright, welcome back sa video 3 natin, problem solving. Okay? So balikan lang natin yung concepts natin as to our lecture during problem solving and technique natin dito para mag-solve ng problem. Alamin muna natin anong hinahanap na question. Okay? We have actually cash and cash equivalents ang hinahanap natin. So there are certain questions na hinahanap sa topic na ito. It would be cash and cash equivalent and cash equivalent. Pwedeng ganun itanong, hiwalay. Okay? So since yan ay cash and cash equivalent naman, magkasama, then we have to consider all of them. Sige. Level company had the following balances on December 31, 2018. Okay? Cash cash in checking account is 350. Okay, cash in checking account, pasok yan. Checking account is a part of our cash. Cash in money market, cash equivalent yan, di ba? Money market, pasok pa din yan. Though, walang date, di ba? Anong sabi ko kapag silent, ipasok natin pa din as cash equivalent. Treasury bill purchased November 1, 2018. Maturing January 31. November, December, January. Sakto, 3 months. Pasok siya. Time deposit, problema, we have purchased it noong December 1, 2018 hanggang March 31, 2019. December, January, February, March. So 4 months siya. Anong rule natin sa cash equivalent? 3 months from acquisition. So our answer is letter C. Okay? Letter C for problem number 1 or question number 1. Okay? Let's go to question number 2. Ang hinahanap, cash and cash equivalent pa din. Okay, Brian Company had the following balances on December 31, 2018. Cash in bank current account, pasok pa din yan, 5 million. Payroll, pasok pa rin yan, payroll. We have cash on hand. Okay, take note, there is a note over here. The cash on hand includes 200 check payable to Brian, dated January 10, 2019. So this is check received. This is a post-dated check received. Pera na ba yan? Hindi pa. Hindi ko siya mawi-withdraw by 2018. So, ibig sabihin, receivable ko pa yan. So, yung cash on hand ko, i-adjust ko yan to 300,000. Paano ko nakuha? 500,000 total. Tanggalin mo yung 200 kasi nga, post-dated pa. Receivable mo pa yan. Okay? We have over here total cash muna. Total cash, just in case kung tatanungin, letter A yung sagot. Pero ang question is cash and cash equivalent. So, isasama natin si cash equivalent dito, time deposit purchase December 15 and due to March 15. Ilan yun? December, January, February, March. So, though, sir, 4, hindi. Kasi 15 days ipasok nyo. Nag-overlap kasi. Baka mali yung pagbilang nyo. 3 months pa din ang pasok niya. Okay? So, we join our cash and cash equivalent as of time, yung time deposit natin. Total amount would be 8.3 million. Letter boy. Okay? Punta tayong question 3 and 4. So sa question 3, ang hinahanap, what is the total cash should be reported under current asset? Cash yung tinatanong. And sa kabila naman, different scenario. So check natin ha. Cash in bank, cash yan. 'Di ba? Cash in bank. Pero take note, dito sa baba, tingin na compensating balance. Cash in bank includes 600,000 of compensating balance against short-term borrowing. The compensating balance is not legally restricted. Not legally restricted. Tama lang kasi part siya ng cash. Not subject to adjustment. So, ibig sabihin, buong 2,250 ang isasama natin. Cash on hand, malamang na, sa malamang cash natin yan. Cash restricted, wala na. Okay, naka-restrict na siya. Automatic na, wala na po. So, we have a total amount of 2,375, letter C. Okay, 2,375, letter C for question number 3. Assuming the same information except that 600 compensating balance is legally restricted. Anong sabi ko kapag legally restricted na, bawal na natin siya i-classify as cash. So, 2,250 minus 600. The adjusted cash balance natin would be 1,650. O, to double check. 2,250 minus 600, 1,650. And yung cash on hand nating 125, isasama pa rin natin yan. And our total amount will be 1,775. Okay? 1,775. Letter boy. Our answer would be letter C and letter boy. Question number 5. Yan, binigyan tayo ng binigyan tayo ng running balance, di ba? So, ang gagawin natin dito is include or exclude lang. Okay? So, minsan, we have to adjust yung cash natin. So, tignan natin ha. Ang hinahanap cash on December 31, 2018. So, initially daw, meron tayong 5 million. Okay. May items daw, okay, na may nakasama at may hindi nakasama. Okay? Check payable to RK. Sino tayo? Tayo si RK. Dated January 5, 2019, in payment of sale made in December 2018 but not included in December 31 checkbook balance. So, this is a post-dated check, receivable pa to. Pero thank you Lord kasi yan ay not included daw sa 5 million. So, ibig sabihin, correctly excluded siya sa problem. Okay? Next. Check payable to RK. O, receive na naman natin to ha. Deposited December 15 and included in December 31 checkbook but returned by the bank on December 28 stamp NSF check. So, ano nangyari dito? Siyempre, walang pera yung binigay sa yung cheque, i-minus natin yan. Okay? Pero take note ha, kapag within December, na ibalik niya, na-return niya yung mismong yung na-return niya mismo yung cheque. Kasi dito, was redeposited on January 3. So, ibig sabihin, January 3 pa nabalik. Pero kung ginawa ang date ng December, tapos nag-clear ng December, no adjustment ang gagawin natin. Pero dito nagkataon, January 3. Okay? Niya nire-deposit. Hindi niya nire-deposit immediately. Okay? So in that case, hindi naman pera yung NSF check or receivable pa po yan. Okay? So, next, check drawn on our case account. Okay? Tayo naman nag-issue nito kasi drawn. Payable to a vendor. Yun na, another indication. Payable to a vendor. Ibig sabihin, tayo ang gumawa ng check. Dated and recorded in our case book on December 13 but not mailed. So this is an undelivered check issued. Issued an undelivered check. So hindi mo pa siya talaga binayaran or wala pang nawawalang pera. Kaso na-record mo na daw Ibig sabihin, i-add back mo siya. Okay? So adjust our cash. Yun na ata. Ang question kasi dito, cash on December 31, 2018. Ang time deposit, cash equivalent po yan. Kaya hindi natin isasama yung 1 million. Okay? So in that case, 4.8 million, letter A po ang sagot natin. Pero kapag tinatanong cash in cash equivalent, letter D can be your answer. Okay? So, punta tayong question 6. Ang hinahanap, cash in cash equivalent. O medyo humahaba na yung problems natin, okay? So we have Melvin Company had the following account balances on December 31, 2018. So may konting adjustments lang tayo dito, ha? So sabi dito, petty cash fund of 50,000. Kasama ba yon? Yes, kasama yun sa cash fund in the normal course of business, yung day-to-day natin. Kasama siya, pero take note, sabi dito sa baba, the petty cash fund includes the unreplenished December 2018 petty cash expense voucher of 5,000 and IOU of 5,000. Yung 5,000 na isa, expense na po yan. Yung isa, receivable. Ang tanong ko, cash ba yan? Hindi. In that case, yung 50,000, i-adjust natin. Okay, so ibig sabihin yung 10,000, hindi po cash. So in that case, 40,000 pa yung cash ng petty cash fund natin. We have cash in bank current account. Tignan nga natin kung may movement yan. Parang wala. Okay. Cash in bank, sama natin, 4 million, no adjustment. Payroll, kasama yan, payroll. And, bond sinking fund. So, tingin tayo titignan muna natin if the bond sinking fund is current. Kung current, isama natin. So, tingin tayo. In accordance with the arrangement, the sinking fund is set aside to settle a bond due that is due on the June 30, 2016. So as of December 31, 2018, may 6 months pa. So, ano ba rule natin para maging non-current? More than 12. Okay, so ibig sabihin, pasok siya sa 12. So current na yung bond sinking fund, we can now classify it as cash as well. Yung 2 million. Okay? O cash on hand daw. Tingin sa bullet dito sa baba, the cash on hand includes 100,000 customer check payable to Melvin, dated January 5. Nako, meron ditong cheque na post-dated na para sa atin. Okay? Payable to Melvin daw eh. This is the company. Receive yan. Receivable pa po yan. So, dapat 400,000 lang ang ating cash on hand. Okay? So, do we have to consider all of them? Ayan, cash muna. In a total amount of cash, lalabas ba sa choices? Letter C, kung cash lang ang tinatanong. Kaso may cash equivalent yung tanong, walang date yung cash equivalent to. So, isama natin yung 1 million. Okay? Hindi natin napansin itong nandito sa baba. Oh. Meron tayong another bullet. In accordance with the arrangement with the bank, the company agreed to maintain a minimum balance of 200,000 in the unrestricted current bank account. O unrestricted, ignore na natin, tama naman yung kasama as cash. Okay, so ibig sabihin, our total cash and cash equivalent would be letter A. Letter C ang tanong ay yung sagot kapag cash lang. Okay? Question 7. Lyra Company, ano hinanap? Cash and cash equivalent. Okay. Lyra Company provided the following information on December 31, 2025. Cash on hand, 500,000. Petty cash, 20. Security Bank, current account, 1 million. BPI, current account, 1 and 2. Isang positive, isang negative. Problema dito, same bank. Anong treatment natin kapag merong same bank? I-offset natin. Okay? BSP, treasury bill, okay? 3 million, 60 days. 3 months natin, how many days ang 3 months? 30 times 3. So, dapat 90 days. So, pasok siya sa 90 days ng 3 months. So, we consider the treasury bill. Okay? So, cash on hand natin. The cash on hand includes a customer post-dated check. O, tanggalin mo yan. And a postal money order. O, tama lang yan. Kasi bakit? Money order is part of cash. So, 500,000 minus 100. Okay? A check for 200,000 in payment of accounts was drawn against Security Bank dated January 5, 2026. Delivered to the payee and recorded on December 31, 2025. Oh, in that case, yung check na to ay undelivered check pa. Okay? Undelivered check. Sino nag-issue? Tayo. Drawn against sa atin eh. So, pera pa natin. Yan. Okay? Saan yung bangko nilagay? O mamaya natin i-consider ha. Yung petty cash fund, wala namang adjustment, 20,000 pa din. Security bank, ayun, sa security bank pala niya inano. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay pera pa. So, security bank, plus mo ng 200,000. 1.2 million yung adjusted balance na security bank. At meron tayong BPI. Since same bank siya, BPI sa BPI, pwede natin siyang i-offset. We have 350,000. At syempre, meron tayong treasury bill, 60 days. Pasok pa din siya as cash equivalent in the total amount of 4,970. Letter A. Okay? Question 8. What total amount should be reported as cash and cash equivalent? Total amount daw. Cash on hand, PNB, China Bank, BPI, current. Ayan, so try natin. Cash on hand, pasok yan. Check natin kung may adjustment. Wala, kasi this is adjustment for the PNB current account. Okay? So cash on hand, 200,000. Now, tingin tayo sa PNB, no? Sabi daw dito, included among the checks drawn by Lester against PNB. Okay. Check written and dated December 26, 2018 and delivered to payee in January 2. So this is check issued, undelivered check. Pero syempre, pera pa natin yan. Plus 100,000. So that is 5 million plus 100,000. Check written on December 24, 2018 and dated January 15, 2019, delivered to payee. Oh, this is post-dated. Syempre, pera pa natin yan, both na yan. So, the adjusted PNB current account will simply be 5,250. Add back mo dalawa. Yung isa undelivered check, yung isa post-dated check. Pero both sila issued natin. Anong sabi ko? Same effect naman silang dalawa. Okay? Iba lang yung reason. So, add back. Okay? We have China Bank current account. Wala nang adjustment. 4 million. as you can see, may BPI current account. Pero syempre, wala naman siyang same bank. Wag na natin i-minus. Ignore na lang. Asia Bank Service Account for Equipment Acquisition. Ayan, wala yan. Naka-restrict yan for equipment acquisition. Asian Bank Time Deposit. 90 days. Pasok siya sana 3 months. Okay? Yung 2 million. So we have the total amount of 11,450 letter boy. 11,450 letter boy. Okay? Ayan, medyo mahaba. Okay, si Mr. Pickle. Ayan, medyo pagka-odd-prob na tong datingan niya. Pero syempre, simply, if ganito yung problem, try to relate per bullet, no? Per audit note to. You can check naman i-adjust lang natin siya per note. Okay? Unang-una, i-adjust muna natin si RCBC, then i-adjust natin si Metrobank, then i-adjust natin si BPI. Okay? So unahin muna natin si RCBC. We have the balance of 1.5 million coming from RCBC. Sabi dito, check number 311 written and dated on December 28, 2017 in the amount of 45 remain on the hand as of December 31. So written check na hindi mo pinadala, so add back mo muna as your cash. Check number 323 written on December 2019, 2017 in the amount of 30,000 dated January 2. Post-dated check issued naman to. So again, we consider it as part of our cash, yung 30,000 in the amount of 30,000. Check number 326 written and dated December 30, 2017 in the amount of 25 was picked up at December 31, 2017 but has remained outstanding until January 4. Tama lang. Okay, na-deliver na natin yung check, pwede na niyang ma-withdraw. So in that case, it is still correct, yung pangatlo. Okay? Kailan niya nakuha? December din. Kailan naka-date? December din. So walang problema. Okay? So our RCBC would be 1575. Okay, punta tayo kay Metrobank. Mapapansin natin, Metrobank has a balance of 1.2 million. Okay? So si Metrobank, bakit daw siya nagka 1.2 million is because of a overdraft daw na 250,000. Ito yung breakdown niya. So, the overdraft in Metrobank checking account 1002 was due to check of 300,000 dated January 3, 2018 and was claimed by the payee on December 30, 2017. This is a post-dated check. Problema, naka-overdraft na siya agad. Okay? So, meron tayong overdraft na negative 250. Tama ba? Para magka-overdraft, yung laman ng bangko natin dapat mas mababa sa in-issue natin. Tama ba? So, ibig sabihin, ang in-issue natin kaya pala is 300,000 for payment of that check. Di ba? Problema, undelivered pa. Post-dated pa. I-revert back natin yung 300,000. Kung ibabalik natin yung 300,000, magkakabalanse tayong 50,000. Okay? So ibig sabihin yung isang bangko ni Metrobank still has a balance of 50,000. Okay? Yung isa pa niyang checking account. Okay? So we consider sa Metrobank yung 50,000. And syempre, yung positive amount naman niya, a compensating balance was being maintained in Metrobank checking account number 1 for 100,000 in relation to a long-term which is restricted. Automatic, tanggalin mo yung 100,000 sa 1,450. Okay? You got 1,350 plus 50 to get your adjusted Metrobank balance of 1.4 million. Syempre, hindi pa yan tapos kasi we still have one more bank na dapat ayusin. Okay? Sabi dito, per bank statement, yung 1,450. Okay? Medyo tatalon tayo ng topic ha. We know, in bank reconciliation, per bank statement, ang adjustment niya, dahil bank statement ang ginamit, gamitin natin pang bank recon, yung mismong bank statement. Yun. Nakakadagdag po ang deposit in transit at nakaka-minus naman ang outstanding checks natin. Okay? So we have 1,450 bank statement, i-a-adjust natin siya. So, dahil bank statement ang ginamit natin, yun lang yung relevant to compute. So gamitin natin yung reconciling item ng bank. Okay? So we have the following items were identified in relation to BPI checking account. Deposit in transit ng 75,000. Alam natin, dagdag yan. At outstanding check of 60,000. Okay? To adjust, ayan, 1,465. Kasi at the end of the day, the adjusted balance of the bank and book dapat equal. Okay? So, take note, kapag undergrad ka, skip mo muna to, itong problem na to ha, then balikan nyo after nyo marinig yung discussion ko sa bank reconciliation. Then, go back to this problem. Okay? So, RCBC has 1.75. Metrobank has 1.4 adjusted and 1,465 para sa BPI. Okay? In a total amount of 4,440. Letter A. Letter A. Ayan, medyo matrabaho kay question number 9. Okay? So let's go to question number 10. We have, anong hinahanap? Cash and cash equivalents as well, no? We have cash in bank, time deposit, NSF check, money market, savings deposit, IOU, pension fund, petty cash fund, customer check, and customer check outstanding 18 months. Okay? So, cash in bank, meron ba tayong ano? This is adjustment lang to eh. Okay, nasa baba. So, cash in bank, this is 1.5 million. Time deposit, 30 days, kasama yung time deposit. Savings deposit, NSF, kasama? Hindi. Money market placement due on June 30, 2018. This is 2017 pa tayo. So, 6 months pa. Hindi kasama. Savings deposit, 50,000 kasama. Petty cash fund. Petty cash fund. IOU kasama ba? Hindi. Pension kasama ba? Hindi. Kasi pension daw, ano sabi ko? Non-current asset siya. Kasi bakit? Matagal pa. Okay? Pang long term ang pension. Yung retirement, di ba? Petty cash fund, 10. Kasama natin yung 10. And customer check dated January 31. Naku, post-dated check po yan, hindi kasama. Customer check outstanding for 18 months. This is actually stale check. E de, ito ay receivable pa. Okay, stale check yan. Kasi ang stale check outstanding ng 6 months, ito 18 na, sobra-sobra na. Okay? We have adjustments natin dito sa baba. Check of 100,000 in payment of accounts payable. Issued to, tayo gumawa. And recorded on December 31, but mailed to a creditor. So this is an undelivered check issued. So again, part yan ng cash natin adjustment. Check of 50,000 dated January 31, 2018 in payment of accounts payable was recorded and mailed December 31, 2017. This is a post-dated check naman na issued natin ulit. So add back. And makikita nyo, the cash receipts journal was held open until January 15, 2018, during which time 200,000 was collected and recorded in December 31, 2017. Nako, binuksan mo yung libreta natin until the cash receipts journal is open until January 15. Lahat ng benta from January 1 to January 15 pumasok ng December last year. So ibig sabihin, hindi po natin yan cash. Okay? Hindi natin cash. So, dapat i-minus. In a total amount of 2,010,000. Letter A. Okay? This is an example ng window dressing. Okay? So, let's go to question 11. So, in question 11, we have amount here. Ang hinahanap cash on December 31, 2017. Petty cash fund, 20,000. Yep, kasama natin yan. Cash lang hinahanap ha, mag-ingat tayo. Cash lang. Okay? Undeposited receipts including a post-dated check for 100,000. Undeposited receipts. Kasama post-dated eh. Dapat 1.4 lang. Okay? Ano pa? Cash in bank per books with a check for 200,000 still outstanding. So, dahil per book tayo, we do not have to adjust yung 2.5 million. Okay? Kasi yung outstanding check simply is a reconciling item for bank statements. Okay? So, hindi siya gagamitin natin pang deduct. Pero kung nakalagay dito per bank, pwede natin i-minus yung 200,000. Problema hindi. Okay? So, in the total amount, at teka lang, deposit in bank, closed by BSB, receivable yan. Yan ay bankrupt bank. Okay? Receivable yan. Voucher paid Out of collection, not yet recorded. Okay, expense yan. IOU receivable. So our total amount would be 3,920. Letter C for our question 11. Okay? So nakakita na tayo ng example ng bankrupt bank. So basically, receivable lang siya. Pero kapag tinanong receivable ha, kasama yan as receivable. Other receivables. Okay? Okay. So binigyan ka ng unadjusted balance ulit, no? Finley Inc. checkbook on December 31, 2017 was 42,400. In addition, Finley held the following items in its safe on December 31. Okay. A check for 900 from Peter Inc. So unadjusted muna tayo, no? Unadjusted, 42,400. Okay? A check for 900 from Peters Inc. received December 30, 2017, which was not included in the checkbook. Okay. A check for 900 from Peters Inc. received December. Hindi daw sinama. Ano dapat? Isama mo. Okay? Unrecorded daw eh. Not included. Okay? Number 2. An NSF check from Garner Company in the amount of 1.8 that had been deposited at the bank but was returned for lack of insufficient fund on December 2019. At December 29. The check was to be redeposited on January 3. The original deposits had been included. So, NSF siya at hindi naman naibalik on time, minus. Kasi receivable pa siya. Coins and currency. Okay? Coins and currency, isama natin yan. Okay? And next, we have 44.4 thousand. Okay? So, our answer, letter C. Okay, letter C. Ito, we have a little bit a harder problem para ma-practice natin yung pagka-odd prob. So, this is a straight problem, no? So, ang gagawin lang natin, adjust lang natin and try to identify, no? Sige. We have petty cash fund including expense receipts of 2,000. So, adjust natin. Ang petty cash fund natin, 3,000 lang. Savings account, ayan, may asterisk. So, try to check na saan siya. Cash in savings account includes 100 of compensating balance. It was noted that 40% of the amount are legally restricted. So, ibig sabihin, sa yung kalahati ng 100,000, 40% daw restricted. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, 60% ay unrestricted. So, anong issue natin dito? Yung issue natin, yung restricted, na hindi natin pwedeng i-classify as cash. So, ibig sabihin, yung 40,000 na to, tanggalin mo sa buong 200. So, ibig sabihin, 200 minus 40,000, you'll get 160,000. Okay? Ingat lang doon ha. Traveler's check, alam na alam natin. Tsaka manager's check, alam na alam natin. Kasama yan as our cash. Kasi mga check yan, di ba? Postage stamps, lagi nyo nakikita yan. That is a supply account. So, hindi siya kasali. IOU, hindi rin kasali kasi receivable yan. Bank draft in checking account with Ally Bank. Bank draft is actually a checking account, di ba? So, in that case, 70,000 would be part of our cash. Checking account in dog per book. Outstanding. Oh, ganun pa din per book eh. So, ibig sabihin yung buong 90 pa din. Hindi natin siya i-adjust. Okay? Ano pa? Postal money order. Pasok yung postal money order natin. Ayan. 20. Deposit segregated to pay dividends. O this is parang dividend fund ang datingan niya dito. Alam natin, dividend fund is part of our cash. Okay? In our question, total cash would be 476. Though hindi pa yan yung sagot. Kasi meron pa tayong securities sa baba. Meron tayong treasury bill na 2 at meron tayong money market. Try natin i-identify. Anong sabi ko sa discussion? Importante is the date of acquisition. Hindi kung gaano katagal yung date natin dito. You just have to ignore this. Hindi yan mahalaga to identify. Ang mahalaga, date of acquiring at yung kailan siya mag-mature. Okay? So, ito, from the date of acquisition, dapat 3 months. Okay? Try natin i-identify. January 30, may 1 year. 1 year. Anong year na ba to? 2022 yung date natin. 2023 yung date natin. nahawakan na daw niya as of January 30, 2022. Nabili pa niya. Okay? Class, hindi porket na hawak January 30, 2023 na yung maturity. Matagal na niyang hawak. Hindi siya from the date of acquisition 3 months. Nangyari dyan, matagal na niyang hawak. So, hindi pasok yung 40,000 as cash equivalent. BSP Treasury Bill, 6 months. Okay. Binili mo ng November. At magmamature siya ng April. November, December, January, February, March. 5 months. Pasok? Hindi po. Next, December 1 to February. Okay? December, January, February. Sakto, 3 months. Yung 50,000 lang po ang kasali natin. So in that case, that is 50,000. Okay? Again, uulitin ko, hindi mahalaga yung dates nandito. Okay? Panggulo lang yan. So with a total amount of 526, our answer 526. And thank you to close our topic, cash and cash equivalents.